Cuticles, the most controversial debate in the nail art game. What are they? What do you cut? What do you push back? What do you do? Today I'm going to show you how to actually take care of your cuticles. And I'll also be showing you guys a brand new product from one of my favorite nail polish brands, Maxus. And I'm giving away some of these products, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. So before we get started with the cutting, pushing, trimming action of the cuticles, let's talk about a little bit of the misinformation that is out there on what cuticles actually are. The cuticle is often referred to as the area around the nail. That's it. Anywhere around the nail, that any of that skin, people call the cuticle, and I myself even call it the cuticle, just because it's easier to say than skin surrounding my nail. But in fact, cuticle is actually the sticky, dead white tissue that is stuck to your actual nail plate. So when people say push back your cuticles, what they actually are pushing back is the eponychium. Or in some cases, it could also be the proximal nail fold. So for me, I don't really have a strong eponychium on this finger anyway, but I do have a pretty obvious proximal nail fold. The purpose of the eponychium and the proximal nail fold is to keep bacteria from getting inside your body and causing an infection. So obviously, why would you want to remove it?
No! No!
Well, dead skin does build up there. So while it looks like it is a part of your healthy skin, it can become dry just like any other part of your body, and dead skin can build up. So for the longest time, I shunned using cuticle nippers because I was scared to death of cutting myself and giving myself an infection. But I have been experimenting with it, and I think I've finally cracked the code on how to do it safely. And a little disclaimer, I am not an actual licensed nail technician. This is just information that I have obtained for my own personal nail care routine. I'm not licensed, but I have put a lot of hours into everything nail related, and I'm definitely not a novice. But please use these tips, as with anything you see on the internet, to your own discretion. So the first step in my cuticle care routine is using a cuticle remover and a metal cuticle pusher. And the reason I use the metal cuticle pusher is because that's what I have and it's really easy to sanitize. But if you only have orange or wooden sticks, you can always use those and then just trash them when you're done. So I liberally apply the cuticle remover to the cuticle area and onto the nail. And this particular product actually helps dissolve the sticky tissue that is stuck to the nail plate, but it also softens the skin, so I'm able to push that eponychium back or that proximal nail fold back and expose more of the sticky tissue that might be stuck to my actual nail plate. If you are using a metal tool to do this, like I am, be sure to use a very light pressure. The nail plate, when it is wet, is very fragile and you can easily scratch it up, and we don't want to do that. And be gentle when you're pushing back that eponychium / proximal nail fold. You don't want to jab the tool into your skin and make yourself bleed. Just be really fragile. It looks like I'm being rough here, but I'm not. I promise I'm being pretty gentle. And as you can see throughout this whole entire process, you can actually see the cuticle coming up, and that's thanks to the cuticle softener / remover and the scraping with the metal tool. That's just what's gonna get the sticky tissue off of the nail plate. I heard somewhere once that cuticle is actually the stickiest tissue in the human body. Don't fact check me. I'm not sure if that's true, but I heard that. Another method I use in cuticle remover is a dry method. So this means I'm not going to use a cuticle softener or remover. Instead, I'm going to use this glass cuticle pusher. So this interesting little tool is great for on the go because it's so small, and it's good for if you don't really have an issue with cuticle buildup. I find it works best with minor cuticle issues, but it still definitely does get the job done. You use this tool the same way as you would a metal cuticle pusher. However, there are two sides to it. You use the angled flat side to push back the nail fold so that you can expose more cuticle, and then you use the pointy pencil side to scratch it off. And it actually is totally safe on the natural nail. Just don't go digging it in. But I really like this, and it is very effective. After I have removed all of that sticky tissue off of my nail plate, I'm just using some alcohol on a cotton round and removing that debris. And now is when we bring in the cuticle nipper. You do not have to be afraid of these. They are there to help you if you learn to use them correctly. But if you are not comfortable cutting your skin at all, by all means, totally skip this step. You do not have to do it. I have mainly started using them to remove any hangnails or just little dry attached pieces of skin, but I've also used them to trim back some dead skin buildup on my nail fold. And this is where it can get kind of controversial, but also tricky. So I usually turn my finger sideways like this so I can see the surface, and I make sure to keep the cuticle nippers flush. I'm not digging them in, and if I see any of that like white dry skin stuff, I'll just carefully cut them away. If it hurts, stop. It should not hurt. If it's dead, it will not hurt. And I'll be honest, I did nick myself a couple times. This was trial and error, but I learned if I kept the cuticle nippers flush with my skin, I didn't have any issues, and I really liked the results. And the absolute most crucial part of cuticle care is moisturization, and I am so excited to share with you this new product that I have been loving. This is by Maxus Nails, one of my favorite nail polish brands, and it is a delicious, don't eat it, but it's delicious for your skin, butter. The JOJOBALIEVE butter is packed with jojoba seed oil, which helps the nails resist breaks and chips and helps your nails grow longer and faster. It also has hemp seed oil, which is an essential fatty acid, and it calms inflammation, so it's great for rough and dry skin, especially calluses. It also contains lavender extract, which makes it smell amazing, but the lavender extract is great for calming irritation and fighting off microbes to keep your skin healthy and balanced, and this also contains vitamin E. After using this for a few days, I noticed my natural nails are harder, stronger, and my cuticles look a heck of a lot better. And just to be transparent, I am not being sponsored to talk about this. I genuinely love this JOJOBALIEVE butter, and Maxus is kindly offering to give away 3 of them to 3 lucky winners, plus the strengthener. So if you're interested in the giveaway, just check the description box of this video for rules and how to enter. Hopefully this video helps you be a little more comfortable with taking care of your cuticles so that you can achieve a nice looking manicure with or without polish at home. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.